We're hanging out at Pop Century.
We're gonna go in the pool.
The kids are going in the pool. Well, Landon is. I have those lights right in my face. I should probably move somewhere else. There we go. Yep. Hello, Joey. How are you? It's a little late. Not too late, I guess. But we decided to cut out of the parks early tonight because the kids are all pretty exhausted. So we were going to live stream Illuminations or walking around World Showcase, and I felt bad. So I'm like, we'll at least say hello for a little while from Pop Century Resort. Hi, Alexa. And Nick from Magical News Live is not on here yet, so I can't activate his Alexa, so that's disappointing. Hi, Mr. Cruz. How are you tonight? Can you guys tell I'm losing my voice a little bit? Hey, Ed. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Alyssa, welcome. We are at the Pop Century Resort pool. Hey, Dean. See, the girls are here, and they're getting ready to go in the pool, so I thought I'd hang out with all y'all. And Landon's at the room right now. Landon's not feeling the best, and Addie wasn't feeling the greatest earlier, so we headed out of Epcot and decided to come back to the resort early tonight. I saw that, Mr. Cruz. I saw that. Hi, Isabella. So, anyway, yeah. It was a fun day, though. It was a long day, Dean. Yeah, absolutely. We've had a long week because we've been at the parks every day. We usually have a day or two off.
Come on, Emma. Let's go to the pool.
So, have you guys ever stayed at Pop Century before? Has anyone ever stayed here? I have a cough drop in my mouth, guys. I'm sorry. Everyone's starting to get a little worn out. It's been a good trip, though. It's a nice resort, Isabella. And Cow Slime Shop. You guys should try it sometime. And Dean, yes, of course you have. It's wonderful. Jigglypuff, welcome. Hello, welcome to our live stream. We are sitting outside of the Hippy Dippy pool at Disney's Pop Century Resort right now. This is where we've been spending our last week, and we have not been in the pool yet. And I'm still not going in the pool tonight because it's, you know, not 100 degrees out, so. Hi, Miguel. But I'm going to show you a little view of what I'm looking at for the resort. This is the 60s section. And there's the Hippy Dippy pool. Isabella, Epcot was amazing. Here comes Addie. Epcot was amazing, but we were tired out, so we left. We actually had one more ride to go on that we could have used because we had a couple of multiple experience fast passes that they'd given us, and we were going to use it to go on Test Track, and then Adeline was just like fading so fast. She's like, Mom, I don't feel good, I want to go. She was just so tired. So we came back to the resort a little bit early tonight and just skipped out. He loves going underwater, going under the squirting flowers. Oh, I know what you're looking at. Okay, hold on, over here. These flowers right here you're talking about. No, not so secret speakeasy. I am using data right now, actually. Hello, Wendy from Happiness and Sweet Tea, and Rob, welcome. We're hanging out at Pop Century Resort. How's everyone doing? Did you all have a good day? We have one park day left, but it's not a full day. It'll still be a pretty full day. We'll be there I'm hoping to get there at 8 at opening, and then we'll probably have to catch like a Lyft or an Uber around 3 or so to get back to our resort. We have to be here for the Magical Express or Tragical Depress at 4:05. I had originally hired an Uber to take us home, but then I found out that our exit time on the Tragical Depress was later than I was expecting. So it's at 4. I mean, our flight's at 7 and it's coming at 4, so that's not too bad. I missed a couple comments. Everyone's all good. Isabella, yes, Addie is feeling much better. I think she was just exhausted because everyone's feet hurt. You know, we've really been doing like parks every single day, and even though we've been having late nights and we've been sleeping in and going to the parks later, it's still been you know, it wears you out. So I think she's just worn out. She's 8 and she's so short. So she has little tiny legs and she's like always running to catch up to us. So Landon's been carrying her most of the day, and Landon's actually in the room not feeling too well right now. But so he says. Hello, Connor. We're still getting in a park day, Rob. Absolutely. You gotta like just squeeze every last drop of fun out of a Disney trip. We will sleep when we get home. I'm glad you had a good day, Wendy. And don't you have a trip coming up later this summer? I thought you told me you did. Yeah, they do get you back really early. I think when I was here in December, they told us 4 hours. So we actually ended up getting an Uber then, and I called the same guy who we used last time and I said, can you give us a ride? Well, then I talked to him today. I'm like, hey, would you be really mad at me if I cancel the Uber with you and, you know, just use the Magical Express here? And he's like, no, it's okay. It's perfectly fine. So thank you, Wendy. I'm glad you're liking the photos. I meant to post more on Instagram today, but again. Oh, and also we hung out with, I know some of you were in the other stream earlier today when we were streaming from the park, and we went on some rides with you. And we tried to get on Soarin' and had some issues. And then I had Caitlin there with us too. So, you know, we've all been kind of like worn out. So I wasn't able to post a lot of pictures. Tragical Depressed, you haven't heard it? It's popular. It's popular with those who have to travel here. Dennis, my stream kept going offline earlier today, you meant? Like when I was streaming from the park. Sorry about that. It's just how it goes. You can't, I don't know how to fix it, you know. Not every carrier works in the parks very well. And I think like Josh from Resort TV1 said that T-Mobile seems to work the best in the park itself, but then when he goes onto the rides, then it cuts out for him a lot. So just hit or miss. And we use AT&T. I agree, Wendy. It is very tough for them. I need another vacation, Rob. I need to just sit at home and turn off all phones and just like sleep, do nothing. But I'll probably be editing because actually we get home really late tomorrow night and I'm supposed to have a vlog ready for Wednesday and I'm like, uh-oh. I'm gonna do my best. Disney Warriors, yes. Everybody that comes here I think is a Disney Warrior. Well, Alexa, if you're planning on taking the bus, we're going to Magic Kingdom tomorrow. And if you're going to take the bus out of Magic Kingdom, you'd want to allow for more time than that. They usually tell you to leave an hour and a half. But I'm planning to call a Lyft driver to come grab us. So it'll be really fast. So yes, I'm planning to leave around 3. And that should give me plenty of time. Jumbo Nick.
Yes.
Alexa, Alexa, Alexa. Sorry, I'm saying I do Alexa, Nick. I had to do that since you're here. I was trying to think of good songs for Alexa to play. Oh, in spring of 2019. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a little bit of a wait, but it'll hopefully go quickly for you. And Toy Story Land will be open. And also, we got a lot of like inside scoop on Star Wars Land when we were at the Galactic Nights event. It's officially opening late fall of 2019. Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge, and the name of, ooh, I might have to look. They told us the name of the city that you'll be in, like the little town that you're exploring. Can't think of it right now. Yeah, I know, Isabella. I've thought about that. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna have to change my flight. And I mean, if he's really sick, we won't go to the park tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. 19 days! Congratulations! That's awesome. That Star Wars thing last night was amazing. It was amazing. Did you miss that? I didn't live stream there because we were trying to enjoy it and we only had 5 hours, so we just wanted to, you know, ride some rides, and we wanted to check out the inside scoop that they gave us. It was a special. They actually had us set up in the Indiana Jones stunt show stage, and they had all of the Imagineers for the whole Star Wars movie and the Star Wars Land. All the Imagineers, excuse me, the Imagineers for the Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge, were all there, along with.
Did you see where Emma went?
No, honey, I didn't. She's right here. What is his name? Warwick something. The guy who was like the Ewok and everything, he was there. It was awesome. You know, Rob, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I will. Maybe it'll be like sum up of our trip. Does that sound good to everyone? Steph is here. And Steph, you know what? I want to tell you something. I want to apologize to you because I was watching back my stream from the other night to see how it came out. The one when Mouse Junkie was taking us through the park. And I was reading the chat and I'm like, Steph commented a bunch of times on here and I never saw any of those comments. So I don't know if my comments were set on like top chat or something, but I never saw your comments. I only saw a couple during the actual stream. So my kids, Dennis, 2 of them are in the pool. They just ran over here and ran off again. 2 of them are in the pool right now. And Landon is in the room because he's not feeling well. So this is where we are. You saw me when we were live streaming Happily Ever After? Like in the park, or you were watching our stream, Cassidy? Oh, Alexa, you mean for the... I'm sorry, I got a little bit behind, so I'm trying to catch up. The Uber or Lyft, yes. That is it's very inexpensive way to get around here. I mean, we use it quite often when we're here, honestly, just because we are always running late for everything. But, I mean, if you schedule well enough, then you don't have to use it. And D is here. Hello. You activated Alexa again, and it said, that's okay. Human person, you took 2 naps today. You're really lucky. Stefio. Spokesman is live. I saw that earlier. I jumped on his stream for a little while today. But I wanted to have my own stream, you know? Like, I can't just watch everybody else's. I want to have mine, too. I like talking with you guys. I saw that you sent me one, Nick, and I watched a couple minutes of that. But I need to actually sit down and watch it later. We were in the parks, and I couldn't hear very well. Star Wars is going to be awesome. You think December 1st, Rob, for the opening of Galaxy's Edge? I was thinking December, or no, excuse me, I was thinking somewhere in like late November, early December, by the way they were saying it. And Beach Home Co., welcome. Landon is not feeling well. That's what he said. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully he feels okay tomorrow. Addie wasn't feeling well earlier when we were at Epcot, and then we got back here and Landon's like, Mom, I don't feel good. He didn't even want to come to the pool, so. Mark, how are you? I'm glad you like the thumbnail. I always do those things just for you, you know, with Goofy. Every time I see something goofy, I think of you, and I've mentioned you in my vlogs a lot on this trip. Thank you, Warwick Davis. I appreciate that. Not So Secret Speakeasy. And Rob. How many days is our vacation? Hey, Dennis. We leave tomorrow. So we were here for 8 nights. And we were able to get 8 park days in because we arrived like on a Monday late evening. And we had like all Tuesday through, today's Monday, so all day, most of the day tomorrow. So 8 park days. You know what? It could be the heat stuff. D, I'm glad. Aw, and Rob, you guys are so sweet to me. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're hanging out with me. Spokesman is pretty cool, though, I have to say. We got to meet him a few times and hang out with him, and we had a good time. But it's kind of fun to see a new face, right? He didn't try any Beverly, Mark. It was just Emma, and she's the only one who's fine, so maybe it was like healing medicine or something. I think it has hand sanitizer in it. That's my opinion. Cheer Video God. How are you, Ross? Yes, Steph, it's true. Everyone thinks of Mark when they see Goofy. I'm going to stalk Mary Poppins the whole trip, and she says hello to me. I really hope so, Mark. Don't ruin your trip over it, though. It was 8 days of tons of fun for sure. Beverly's healing powers. I love it. I'm telling you, it's probably the hand sanitizer in there. It kept her healthy. Yeah, that's the only way I should show the fireworks the other night, Mark, because the stream would not stay going. I was trying to live stream it, and it was really crowded, and I just could not get the stream to work, so I was like, all right, we'll just do some Instagram stories then. Ooh, what's the weather like in the Lone Star State? I'm coming back there tomorrow. I'm excited to go home. And then I'm a little sad. I mean, we're leaving Disney, so I'm sad about that, of course. But I'm also, I love Texas. I love it. And I'm a little sad that we have to pack up and move to Tulsa. We are at Pop Century. Look, Dee, I'll show you. And Jigglypuff, my favorite park that we went to. I love all the parks for different reasons, but I seem to always get like so excited when we go to Hollywood Studios. So I had a great time at Hollywood Studios this time. All the parks were wonderful. Animal Kingdom has just like blown it out of the water ever since they opened up Pandora. I'm loving it there. Magic Kingdom, always special, but we're ending our trip with Magic Kingdom tomorrow. Mary Poppins is your favorite Disney movie too? That's awesome. Thank you, Steph. I will let Landon know that you said that. Warm and hot, but not muggy. And Ross, where did you tell me what part of Texas? Because we're in like the DFW area, so it's not humid there usually. I know you're doing great, Mark, with figuring out Instagram. It took me a while. Twitter's even worse. Like I have a hard time with Twitter. I do try it though. Ooh, more people that love Texas. There's a lot of kids out late for sure, Steph, but you know what? You're on vacation, so whatever. You just gotta roll with it. I really want to go to Disneyland soon, human person, but I want to tell you guys something. So Caitlin, my friend, her channel is all about the magic, she was on my stream earlier today. She took us into the China Pavilion. There is a Disney Shanghai, there's an entire section in the China Pavilion for Disney Shanghai Park and resorts, and you can walk around the whole thing, and they show you like the different costumes or uniforms that the cast members wear in different locations around the park and the resort. They have a giant model of the entire park that you can look at and see all the sections of all the lands of the park. So they do have like a Tomorrowland and an Adventureland, and they have one called Treasure Island or something where they have all the pirate stuff. I mean, it looks awesome, and so I feel like I want to go to Shanghai Disney now so badly. You're going to look into staying at Pop based on my recommendation. I do recommend it, and I'll tell you, the buses have been the best I've ever experienced at this resort. They've been the best. We haven't had an issue to or from the parks. We're in the 70s section, Mark, and I like it. So let me see if I can show you. The 60s section is nice because this is the 60s section, and it kind of wraps around the pool here. And if you were to walk straight that way, you'd walk right towards Art of Animation. So it's a pretty short walk. And then this is the main building right here, so you're also really close to that. And if you walk that way, you'd be right at the 70s section. It's been hot in Texas, Wendy. I like the hot. I love the hot. See, everyone agrees. Not so secret speakeasy. You live in Florida, but you would rather be in Texas. That's interesting. We won't be flying. Hold on. When you all move to Tulsa, will you drive down to fly out of DFW? Or out of OKC. I don't know yet. We might just drive. I think when we come later this year, we're going to be staying for a few weeks off property. We usually stay on property. We have done off property stays a couple of times. And the way we're kind of leaning now is that we'd like to come for about 3 weeks and just relax and do the parks, not every day, but do the parks like off, you know, like take a day off in between and just drive down. We'll have our car. So we might do that. But otherwise, I'll be paying attention to flights out of Tulsa. But OKC is like an hour and a half away, so it's not too bad. That's a good option. You have to end it at Magic Kingdom for sure. Arjohn's is here, and I still haven't figured out how to make you a mod, Richard. You live in Bedford. Okay. I don't think we're too far from that. I think I know where Bedford is. But again, we're moving, and I am sad. They've assured us that it's only a 1 to 3 year gig, so we'll see. I need to work on my Twitter. How about you help me with that, Rob? I am not great at Twitter. I'm trying. And it's hard to manage all the different accounts. It's like there's Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, and I'm not great at the Facebook, and I'm not great at Twitter. I seem to focus on Instagram more. And I know there's like other ones too, Snapchat and stuff. Everyone's saying hi to Dennis. I did film it. I also filmed everything that was Star Wars last night, so I have tons. That model is really cool. Oh, wait, Steph, did you say you went to that in the China Pavilion? I think I must have missed that. I think that's what you mean. The model is really cool. You've been to Tokyo? That's so cool, Rob. I want to go there. Sorry, I'm getting notifications popping up. Yes, you can, Rob. That's a good question. You can use the Art of Animation pool here, and we did. So that's why the girls are going in this pool tonight. We've been here for 8 days, and they're just using this hippy-dippy pool at our resort for the first time, because the other day that we went in the pool, we went to Art of Animation. We all walked over there together, and we had our GoPro out, and we tried that out, and did a bunch of filming in the water, so I can't wait to see what that footage looks like. But the Art of Animation pool is awesome, and you can actually hear music when you go underwater. They have water playing, music playing underwater. 90s section in April. That's cool. Hey, Dennis. I really like it here. It's supposed to open on June 8th. What? Oh, for Disneyland. Pirates was shut down? Blue Bayou anniversary dinner. Wow, please tell us how it is, Mark. I can't wait to hear. Beach Home Co. You stay at Art of Animation. I really want to stay there sometime. But every time I price it out for the family suite, because we usually do longer stays, like 2 weeks, it's just kind of expensive for a value. And I'm really excited about Pop, actually. Like I told Bob, I'm like, if we come here again and stay on property, I think I want to get 2 rooms and stay here because he would love it. But maybe we'll do Art of Animation next time. That sounds fun. You're rested and ready to go back to work tomorrow, Mark. I'm sorry you have to go back to work. You've had too much fun this weekend, this past week. We've had a good time hanging out with you. You're riding the train out to Disney World? You're taking the train to Florida from where you are? Wow, that's amazing. That's going to be a trip in itself. If we drive to DFW to fly out, let you know. Cool, thank you. That's awesome. Definitely. 1 to 3 year gig until Florida, right, Dee? I hope. We're trying so hard to move to Florida. We've been trying for like 5 years. We'll see. In the YouTube mobile app, just click Arjon's name and hit add mod. It's easy. I keep doing that. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm hitting his name. Maybe, you know what? I bet it's because I have an Android, you guys. I'm like holding on his name and it won't do anything at all. I'm sorry. Thinking of staying for a week trip. My plan is to go for a 3-night at All Stars and 2 nights at the Grand Floridian. Any thoughts on it? I mean, that sounds pretty awesome to me. A lot of people do split stays because then you can try out a few different places. I would pay attention to the deals that are going on so you can try to get a room discount, especially at the Grand Floridian, or even check out renting DVC points if you can. If you go to, what is it, David's DVC rental, I think, you can rent DVC points and maybe stay at Grand Floridian a little bit cheaper. Oh man, I am like so far behind you guys. We're moving to Tulsa, Samantha, and welcome. I just saw that you're here, so welcome. And we're moving to Tulsa soon, trying to sell our house. We just listed it right before I came to Disney. Wishing Mouse, hello Wishing Mouse. Mickey's Magic, hello. Yeah, those speakers in the animation pool are awesome. The Nemo pool, it's great. Favorite ride in all the parks, Jigglypuff. My favorite ride is